Well, well, well. I know you guys saw it. If not, I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. What you're seeing is Freddy being the fourth deadliest killer in Dead by Daylight. I'm going to show you guys why. Now, some might say, well, Wolf, it's because newer players are using them. The thing does say across all MMR, but I'm at the high MMR right here. And I'm doing just fine with Freddy. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people like me. Let's get to work, man. What the hell does this girl think she's gonna do? Show you how we work, son. Ooh, I missed. Oh man. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, Pallet Freddy over Snare Freddy all day. Look at this. Just look at this. Got another one here. Take those. The tea bags. The tea bags. Look at that. Look at the tea bags. We're mapping out survivors already. She was hiding in the locker or what? What was that? Getting rid of the Killer Shack pallet early? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Trying to blind me still, man. Look at this. Look at this. We'll take her. You don't want to get trapped in this corner, man. You don't want to get trapped in this corner, man. Go down. So yeah, people are like, well, newer players, they don't know the game. I mean, it is crazy right now on Twitter. People just finding excuses as to why Freddy's the top. But like I said, it ain't the MMR thing because I'm doing just fine. I'm at the top. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that. I've been trying to tell people that Pallet Freddy was the most brutal Freddy in the game, but no one listens. They still believe Snare Freddy and that Pallet Freddy's atrocious. Freddy can go across the map. I can control. If you're using Deadman Switch and everything like that, you can still control gens. Now you have to play like this. Come get her. Holding a position this way. Forcing someone else. You see how I have them pinned? I have them pinned. This is how you play at the top level. You see how they're teabagging, want to flashlight me? I already know they don't want to do gens. Using that against them. Come on. Come on. Let's go. So I'm gonna go for a save. There we go. Here we go. Come on. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Come on. Everybody gets injured. We still want her. Now we want to cut her angle off to the Killer Shack. So she's going left. I want to stay right. You see what I'm doing here? Stay this way. There you go. She knows I have Spirit Fury, so she's gonna drop these for me. Nice and lovely. No gens done yet because we forced the issue as far as holding positions. Now she's in a bad angle here. She goes back down. Hold down. Peasant. Let's fake that. Let's get the hit here. Come on. You're my dojo. I see you. I see you. I see everything. I see everything. I wouldn't do that. I would do that. Nah, don't beg now. Don't beg now, son. She's gonna pick her up in time. She picks this girl up in time. On the damn hook. Maybe she don't. Shambles for you, man. Oh, she has life. I would corner her again. She's the only one. She's the only one up, standing. Unless I downed these girls. I don't think it's plot twist. Now we can just look at her. You know what I'm saying? Now we're just playing with our food here. This girl knows what I'm doing. These subtle hacks, bro. Let's see. I don't know. But she doesn't know that that's a fake pallet. So even if you have the wall hacks, bro, you still get served. All that teabagging, man. So yeah, I want to know your thoughts, man. You guys been listening to those tier lists? Shambles for you guys, man. D tier killer, number 4 in the game. No excuses. You can't tell me. This is backed up by what I tell you guys, and the dubs is facts, right? Like they have the stats. All I'm gonna hear from people are opinions, right? And the reason a lot of y'all are still losing is because you're basing your gameplay off the opinions of others, okay? Remember what I tell you guys, it's how good you are with the killer. And the proof is in the pudding, man. Skull Merchant was number one, obviously, because remember, Skull Merchant, the reason everybody hates her so bad is because the Skull Merchant can dominate as well. What else we had? We even had Myers top 10. Think about that for a moment. Even Myers was top 10. Right after this game right here, man, I want to look at the chart with you guys, because I know I never go over the stats, but I want to look at the top 10 killers and give you guys my explanation as to why I think they're top 10. Okay, so oh damn hook, man, you guys suck. And these weren't bad players. This is the top brackets, but they chose to play this way, and a lot of it is me. A lot of it is me forcing them into that. I make them play my game. I tell you guys this over and over. They didn't even get a damn single gen done, so that's embarrassing. Be ashamed of yourselves, man. Look at y'all damn hooks, man. Look at this. Anyway, so let's look at what they had first, and then we'll talk about that killer list. And then I'll give my explanation as to why I think things are the way they are, okay? But Freddy, number 4 killer in the game. 2 P100s, bro. Look at this. They had head on. They were trying to bully me. Some more resilience. But these people with the head-ons, bro. Perception. Trying to bully me? I don't think so. Anyway, let me pull up that picture. All right, so at number 1, remember, all these do not count disconnect. So you can't use the people DC when they see the killer excuse. That's not going to work. None of the disconnects count with this chart. It says it in the forum. Number 1 is the Skull Merchant. You guys know why. Survivors hate her the most. There's creators that just can't stop talking about how much they hate the Skull Merchant because she was that good as a killer. If you learned how to hinder people, use your haste properly, the 3-genning at one point, you're going to dominate most of your games. And the 3-genning aspect was a comp strategy. Now, she was a little over the top with the 3-genning, but they nerfed that, and she's still holding her own if you look at the dates listed. All right, so Skull Merchant, number 1 killer in the game for obvious reasons, because she was that dominant with her ability. The more survivors hate a killer, the better they are. You know, that's just the way it goes. Number 2 is the Unreal. A lot of people going for the Condemn. I get that part. Very dominant when the Condemn situation was a problem where you could just teleport over and over and just spam Condemns. I get that. That's number 2. But if you didn't know how to get tapes, that's kind of like the survivor's fault as well, man, because hold on to a tape, turn it in, but I agree to the point where Unreal was at a point where you just couldn't do nothing about it. Just wait to get condemned and then die. Now, Pinhead, this is where you have no excuse. You can't tell me it's MMR. Do you know how hard this killer is to use right off the bat? Do you know how hard the chains are to execute? If you're a new player who's barely learning the basic mechanics of the game, you're not going to have Pinhead at number 3. There's just no way. Not with his ability. It's almost as bad as trying to blink with Nurse when you're learning the game because the chains are hard to use. Okay, so him at number 3, 63%. Kill rate is insane to me. Number 4, Freddy, my guy. I've been trying to tell you guys that Pallet Freddy is that guy. No one wants to listen. They want to keep drinking the Kool-Aid. His terror radius, you can lower it, monitor abuse, you can use pill bottle, the dream world, all that helps you as far as closing gaps with survivors and sneaking up on them. Trust me, that works like very well. And then you have the fake pallets, and then you can still teleport across the map with the gens, man. So it's not like you're just an M1 killer running around. That's not how Freddy works. You got to know what you're doing. That's the most important aspect. So Freddy, I know you guys drink the Kool-Aid. Some of y'all drink the Kool-Aid, believe he's the worst killer in the game. The stats say otherwise. And you can't use the MMR because the MMR is not going to work with Pinhead. Okay, it's not going to work with Pinhead. So Pinhead is difficult to use for new players. So Freddy there, teleport, fake pallets, the deadliest combination. I'm telling you guys, fake pallets are the way to go with Freddy. Do not use the snares. And then you have Plague, which is obvious reasons a tournament killer. You can 3-gen tournaments with Plague. You can control situations with Plague. Very dominant killer in that regard, injuring people. You know what I'm saying? So that is pretty damn good. Now, the one that really gets to me, man, which I'm surprised to see, is Pig. Pig is 61%, the 6th deadliest killer in Dead by Daylight. That's crazy to see. Built-in slowdown with the traps on the head. And another one that's difficult to use is Dredge. Dredge is not a new killer. You come into the game, you automatically know what you're doing in your first few games. No. Dredge requires a learning curve to use his abilities. Okay? Smart dredges know. He does struggle at the high MMR, but you can still manage him with teleporting the lockers and stuff like that. Now, Spirit, OP killer. I don't know why Spirit doesn't get a lot of love, man. S tier, in my opinion, because of what she can do. You see me dominate. And you got Myers, okay? Myers with Tombstone. A lot of people are rocking the builds that I use. You're gonna kill people quick with Myers. So you can dominate. If you run Tombstone Myers and you do it the way we tell you, with our builds and stuff like that, this guy, I've been trying to tell you, he's not one of the worst killers in the game. These guys are deadly. And then 10 is Wesker for obvious reasons, okay? Wesker is another killer that requires tremendous skill. You don't just kill people with Weskers. You gotta know how to use his ability and get it on point. All right, so you're looking right here, 10 killers. Now compare them to the tier list you're seeing. Where's Nurse? If I gave you 10 Freddy players that are mixed between new and moderate to good players, and I gave you 10 Nurse players, there's gonna be more Freddy kills than Nurse because Nurse is that much harder, right? It's a good killer, but only narrow it down to a few players that could actually use Nurse really well. And Freddy can actually maximize people with spatial awareness and advanced awareness like that. And that's why Freddy and these killers are where they're at. Anyway, let me know what you think, man. Drop a like on today's video. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid from the tier list. Love you guys, man. Peace.